Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Jazz Crafts podcast. My name is Jasmine. I am a crocheter, I am a yarn spinner, and I'm getting into dyeing, tablet weaving, and I want to start rigid header weaving very, very soon. I can knit, but I choose not to, but I am tempted to pick up the needles again. I've been inspired by a lot of things recently. It has been a hot minute since I recorded my last podcast, and this is the third time I've recorded this, so to save time and effort, I am going to let two past me's tell you what I've been up to, what I've been working on, some whips, some FOs, half-finished objects, and also some fun stuff like adventures and things. So here we are. Grab a beverage, whatever you want to drink, up to you. Stay safe. If you want a snack or some food, feel free to eat and share some with the community. Cool. Give me that cake you're eating, I know you. And of course, I will hop in to explain a couple of things as well, and to also sign off, and I'll have some footage at the end as much as I can. So if you're into that kind of thing, please do let me know. I have been inspired by Kat Weaver and her podcast on adding footage at the end, and I've had so many adventures this month in October that I've recorded. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here's to past me's. Have been everywhere and everywhere. So after Unravel, I went to see a lady about some sheep. Don't panic, I'm not buying sheep. What she did offer were 8, and I mean yes, 8 sheep fleece that she had this year from her Herdwick long wool and Dartmoor grey face, can't remember. They were very cute. We got to meet up with them. The lady herself, her name is the Glassy Witch, and she does glass art, stained glass and fused glass items. I'll pop her website down below, and you can look at the sheep as well, because she has the profiles for them all on her website, which is fantastic. And so I got 8 sheep fleece for free. I gave her some crochet items as a thank you, because it was so kind of her, and also for her to meet us at her father-in-law's property to pet the sheep and feed them treats. One of them was called Charlie, and he had a broken leg for a while because he did a city, and I think he also had a head stuck in his bucket. A head started. Can't talk today. One of the sheep anyway. I think it might have been Charlie. Or Douglas. Might have been Douglas. I can't remember. One of them at least. We'll get there in the end. One of them got his head stuck in the bucket because city sheep. Another sheep also hates dogs and will attack dogs and has cornered a fox before. So don't mess with sheep, people. Sheep are cute and cuddly, but they can also be meanies, as with any animal. So I now have 8 fleeces in the conservatory, and they've been sitting there since September. And I am going to be washing and processing them very soon. I hope to do it next month. I've got a plan in mind of how to do this one, and hopefully I can card them together and use them in something woven, because most of the wool I've read on, or in, should I say, the Field Guide to Fleece, they're mostly used for rugs and coarser items of clothing. So it might be a very good shawl, it might be a very good wrap, or blanket, for example. So I might experiment and see what we can come up with. Maybe blend the two together, or blend some with Barbara, that kind of thing. Then we'll go from there. If you don't know who Barbara is, check out my first video. I am yet to card and do the next step, which I will 100% vlog. I've just had a lot of other things going on since I made that video, and haven't had much time to do it. So it's a as and when thing, and I hope to do a Barbara part 2, so we can go along to see that. And that leads us into something very exciting that I've purchased to help with the job. I've also been at a work event in Windsor, Old Windsor specifically. Went to the De Vere Beaumont Hotel. It's a very fancy, very expensive venue, and you can walk basically a mile to get to your room depending on what side of the hotel you're on. We were treated to lovely food, drinks, entertainment, even a mojito fountain. Yes, a mojito fountain, and the opportunity to get your face carved in chocolate, which, of course, don't look at me like that, of course I went for this. It was just a 3D scan of your head. So these lovely fine gentlemen 3D scanned your head in all angles, and they used a CNC cutter to carve it in chocolate. Now, some of the chocolate has fallen off. I haven't eaten my face yet. It's just been sat on my desk, quite happy. And safe to say it's one of my favourite items from the night, other than the mojito fountain and a starter I had on the second night that looked like a vagina. I am not kidding. I'll input a picture wherever on the screen about that. It was a cheesy caramelized onion type tart thing or whatever, and it looked like a vagina. So there we go. That says something about me, doesn't it? I ate this thing and enjoyed it, so you know, we'll get there. Either way, we did 2 days at the in Old Windsor, 1 day back at the office. I then stayed into another hotel called the Aviator in Farnborough, and that again is a very posh hotel where all the pilots of the commercial airlines stay, or private airlines stay, should I say, and events are held there. It's very, very fancy. The bed is much more comfortable and the bathroom is much more fancier. But we had dinner, we had some drinks, we had good breakfast in the morning, and then I had to work for the next day, and I got to meet up with my other half for a lunch date, and that was really good fun. The day before, I got paid to make paper aeroplanes and throw them. Working a SaaS business, guys, it's great. I even have a little model plane, one of those foamy ones that you can fly and put together, and it's just all good fun. And I'll put some footage of the week in, because I had an opportunity to explore the grounds, and it was just absolutely beautiful and calming, especially after 2 weeks of no sleep. And I mean 2 weeks of no sleep. I was dead by the time Friday came along of that week, and it was just tiring, and I just felt grounded being in nature and trees and exploring a bit of the graveyard in October. So that was really, really lovely. But I'm glad to have come home. I am glad to have seen Ben, and I'm glad to have had you know, a date night beforehand as well, at the Crown and Cushion in close to, in between Farnborough and Camley, which is very good. They do good ribs, by the way, very good ribs. And the lunch date was nice too. We went to one of the cafes behind my work, where I work, and that was just really lovely, and really kind to see him. Then we came home together, did some shopping, and then made it home and had gumbo, I think, for dinner. And my god, I was so tired. I was falling asleep on the sofa while watching When the Wind Rises on by Studio Ghibli. Anyway, sorry, I just got a WhatsApp notification. I will ignore that for a while because you are more important. So that was the first week of October, and I recovered sleep in about a week, which was nice. I slept the whole week, zonked out every day, ready to go to a concert the week after, to see Popes of Chillitown in Alton. The first band on was called the Inspirationists. They were a duo acoustic couple, and then there was the Bitching Hour, which was great. This was on the 4th of, where are we? This was on the 11th, should I say, the 11th of October. This gig, Popes of Chillitown and Bitching Hour and that. So Bitching Hour were a kind of punk band, and they were actually nuts, and I love them to bits. My dad bought me a patch, which I need to put on my jacket. I've got a denim jacket that I've been putting patches on, and may wear it for you at some point because that's very exciting. And then the next band on was called Pickle Dick, and again, pop punk, very, very good, very, very nuts, but really, really good. Got some new listening material, which is amazing. And then Popes of Chillitown, they are a ska band from London, made it all the way to Alton at the Lounge Bar. It was just such a delightful evening. Very hot, very sweaty though, because there's no air conditioning in the community centre in Alton. It's just, yeah. And the acoustics weren't great, but it was still a good night. Next, on the 12th, the Saturday after, I went to London and I crocheted a bit of a sock there and back. Before that, I got my nails done, all spoopy. I've got spider webs and little spiders on them, and I went from Fratton in Portsmouth to London to meet up with my friends, because one of our friends has turned 30 before any of us, which is great. He wanted to go to the London Aquarium, so we went there and we had a really good time out in London, and we also went to the South Bank Food Centre for dinner afterwards and ate some caramelised nuts on the way. The Sea Life Aquarium in London is good. It's very expensive to get in, but it's worth it. Excuse me, the cat wants to say hello. 1 second. Get out to the camera, shall we? Here we go. This is Castle. This is our little monster. No, he doesn't look very happy with me right now, so I'm going to put him down. Dude, it's not dinner time yet. Well, there we go. He came in. That is Castle. He's very cute, very cuddly sometimes, and he wants his dinner, but it's not dinner time yet. Where were we? Ah, yes, the Sea Life Aquarium. It's very good, very expensive though, as I said, and it was quite a interesting day. We saw lots of creatures, lots of sea creatures, even 2 gigantic sea turtles. So I've never seen those before, which is pretty good. Sharks, rays, different species of fish, jellyfish. There is a brand or breed of fish, of jellyfish, should I say. Not a brand. What? Why is there a brand of jellyfish? I don't know. My brain's gone. Mental. A breed of jellyfish called the upside down jellyfish, and they primarily live upside down with their tentacles in the air, and on the seafloor, which is pretty bonkers. We saw a snapping turtle, some leafcutter ants, and a couple of rainforest creatures. There are tortoise and everything else there too, including penguins and a small gaggle of penguins, should I say, and other information on conservation and the animals' habitats, their favourite food, and how, what their dangers are out in the wild. Now, there's only one issue I have with the Sea Life Aquarium, is that the penguin enclosure looked too small, it looked too dark. They are just in this big container in a building with no sunlight, no fresh air, and they looked really sad hanging out by the back of the wall, tired of people looking at them. Now, I've seen really happy penguins at Bird World and Marwell Zoo, Chessington, and a couple of other places that have birds and creatures that they actually save and be, actually have in breeding programs and things and help save them from, whatever. But I just feel like some of the enclosures were too small and they shouldn't be stuck in a building. No one should be stuck in a building, even humans, but we use buildings to keep dry and safe. And then as soon as you walk around, in parts, they have a bubble tea section. Again, plastic cups. And they say plastic harms creatures, which it does. I agree with that. However, there's plastic all over this place, including the sweets and the crisps and the snacks that they're selling. They may very well go through all of the rubbish to sort it out, but at the end of the day, as soon as you walk up and exit the building, you're faced with toys and socks for £8.50 and pens and keychains and things that you may buy a gift for someone but will also end up in landfill if they throw it away. So there's a bit of pros and cons to it. All the while, it was a fantastic day out. My friends and I, we had a fantastic time. There are even domes that you could climb into and get stuck in. And it was just absolutely amazing just to see my friends again. So it made it worth it. And the Food Bank South Centre, if you ever come to London, go there, as well as Camden Market and Borough Market. The food is just divine. It's just so good to see and people watch and eat and just experience London at night. I haven't done that in a long time, so it was very, very special to me. And I'll add some footage at the end of that as well. This is going to be mostly a catch-up session anyway, because I don't have much content for you yet. I am working on that, especially where Barbara is involved. I've been sick all of this week as well. My other half and I have had a cold since Sunday night. And not this Sunday, Sunday before. And now the other two have got it. Scott and Frankie, brother-in-law and mother-in-law, which was inevitable because we live in the same house. So yeah, it's been pretty wiped out. However, had a pretty fun time, and I went to a gig this Saturday with my dad here in Southampton at the 1865 Club. I went to see Ferocious Dog. They are a folk punk band, very political, but a very much good fun. And I was very excited about the support act on Saturday night as well, because that is the Paddyhats and the O'Reillys and the Paddyhats, who are a Irish folk punk band all the way from Germany. And my god, they are amazing. They were such good fun. I really enjoyed their set, and they played 3 of my favourite songs, should I say, and I just had the best time. I'm looking forward to being back at the 1865 Club in November, and also in February. In November, I'm going to see Massive Wagons. Yes, Massive Wagons, and Florence Black are supporting them, and so a bit of heavy metal and a little bit of rock there in November. So if you're there, I'll see you there. And then next year in February, I'm going to see Glory Hammer, like freaking Glory Hammer, fantasy rock metal. So I'm really looking forward to that night as well. So I've got a few exciting things coming up and I'm so excited already. And I've made a pact as soon as I turned 29 this year to enjoy the last year of my 20s. So there we are. I am 29 years old and doing crafts that are generally old and not for everyone. Anyway. And then I've been on date night with Ben as well. Again, last night we went to Hoos. I am recording, by the way, on the 21st of October 2024. So last night would have been the 20th. And Hoos is a Belgian restaurant and bar in Portsmouth, Southsea. Very good food, very good waffles, very good beer selection. If you like your Belgian beers, Belgian brews. It was good fun and tasty, and we came home feeling very, 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 very full. So, yeah, that's my weekend. That's my whole month, pretty much, of events. And I have been crafting on the side. I have also been to a Halloween party in Coventry this past weekend. This is now on the 5th of November. So, sorry, past me. I am now hijacking everything. I went to a Halloween party. I made my own costume. I cut out and sprayed some cardboard flames with spray paint. I added lights to my costume. I also crocheted my hat and ears. I'll pop a picture in the either at the end or now. And it won Best in Show. I went as the This Is Fine meme. If you don't know what meme that is, look it up. It is a comic / animation of a dog who's at his dining room table with a mug of coffee or tea or some kind of beverage with the house burning down around him, and then he realizes that it's not okay. He should probably sort out that thing. There is another version where he melts and it is not fine. So, moral of the story is, don't let new things to the last minute, because sometimes it may not be okay. We had good fun. My other half, Ben and I, we went to Coventry, stayed in a hotel, and we hung out with my best friend and her fiance for the weekend, as well as going to the party and doing our own thing occasionally. We also met up for food and drinks, and we just had a lovely time away, and we are both back at it today for work. And of course it is the 5th of November, so the fireworks have just started. I will let past me continue on with the story. I've written down. So let's start with actual craft content now. So back to the sheep, I've gained 8 fleeces that I still need to wash and scour and process, on top of Barbara, who is sat over there behind the sofa in a vacuum sealed bag, and I hope to card her soon. And one of the acquisitions I have got is a drum carder. So I'm just going to move this out of the way, because that's also the next one. So I got a drum carder. It is all the way from Ukraine. It's an Uncle Kodia one. It's a manual drum carder, but very exciting. And I think this will help me process all of the fleece. You can find it on Etsy. It's relatively expensive, but it was on sale, so I got it, and it was worth the money. And yeah, it's really good. I love it. If I go to this one, my first Advent calendar arrived. I may have gone a bit nuts and got 3 this year. This is by Moonlight Fibre. I'm really excited to open this in December and get all festive, because this actually helps me get festive. And it's in such a lovely box. And the theme this year is Fantasy Woods, I think, or Fairy Tales. Either way, it's witchy and magical and awesome, and I can't wait to open it, especially the 100 gram skein. It is, I think, in 4-ply, so I might think of something to do with that. I might try using it in a jumper or cardigan or something just lovely. Other acquisitions, I'm just moving my hips because I'm in the living room and I'm really looking forward to having my enough of space. So I got this beautiful new spindle. So as I was spinning Potent Pumpkin, that I know must allowed, I broke my original Hairy Dog Crafts spindle. It fell and the tip snapped, so I got this lovely blue one. I have put the original blue on there because for funsies, or sorry, orange, not blue, I'm not colourblind, for funsies. And Maria from Hairy Dog Crafts is just so lovely. She sent this out for free for me. I'm just like, thank you so much, it's just amazing. And I got this beautiful fluffy sparkly fibre to practice with. Not that I need practice fibre, but you know, it's lovely and I can't wait to use it, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Next, in terms of acquisitions, like we're still on the acquisitions here, my first Wimperis Embroidery Kit as well. I just could not resist the mushroom house. There's a tiny little frog in there somewhere, and I'm going to look forward to stitching this very soon. And that was October, the October kit for this month. Her December one's also looking really good. Might get it, might not, I don't know yet. We'll see. I still have a bunch of cross stitch to finish upstairs. And lastly and foremost, I've got the 9 Doors of Midgard. It's a curriculum of rune work. I've bought this for a purpose, and I won't go into that just yet, but I'm really looking forward to reading about Elder Futhark and the runes and how you can use them in day-to-day life, because I also read tarot sometimes. I'm getting back into that. Started at uni and I'm going down a route, which is good. And last one is I have a new phone. I needed a new one. My old one still works, but I got fed up of charging it 3 to 4 times a day, so got a new one. This is the iPhone Pro 16. I have a peeler case on it, and a screen protector, and so far I am really enjoying the camera functions. I'm enjoying the different functionality that you can set up for yourself. I love it, it's great. So those are my acquisitions of the day, including the 8 sheep fleece, which I can't really show you because it's in the conservatory and getting a bit stinky, so I need to sort that right now, or at least at some point. Let's move on to finished objects, shall we? So, first finished objects is 3 hats. So firstly, these 2 are in the wall kitchen colourways of Nebula and Groundworks. There we go, Groundworks. And the pattern is from the Cookie Snob. It's ML3 or L3 M3 slouchy beanie. I'll show you what this looks like on. And I crocheted 3 of these for Unravel, or just to choose one to unravel, but I only finished one. Finished this one in the car before I got my lip piercing. Oh, that's the other thing. Got a stud there. So Unravel was in September. It was so much fun. I did that, and this one is the same, but in Greenlight Fibers Pisces colorway with a Crafty Bird 33 pom-pom, and I'll put all the information below. I just wanted something with pom-pom, and I can also roll this up and just have it as a normal sort of hat as well, which is nice. So I really enjoy wearing these. I take one to work sometimes because the aircon can be quite cold. Now, I mentioned during the work event that I crocheted all the way through. I actually made a pair of socks, or at least one sock, frogged the sock, then remade the sock, and I finished the pair to quite recently. I haven't posted on my gram on this. This is the simple my first toe-up crochet sock pattern by Ron Strong and the Marley Bird. I have worn them recently and not blocked them. This is in my own hand-dyed yarn, and it's the Langwell 4-ply from World of Wool, using Eurolena dyes, which is their own brand of dye as well. And I've got some use out of these already. I just wanted something that was just above ankle height, quite easy, quite quick to put on. They do look a bit odd, I must admit, but they do fit. And I'll put some pictures of me wearing them at the top later. And it's just one of those things that I've finished. I've also finished spinning Potent Pumpkin by No Moss Allowed, and she does have some left over in Etsy, but not for long. I've done this thick and thin, and it's had a bath, and it's almost dry, so I've taken it off the rack now, and I'll re-skein this up for my mother-in-law. If I twist this, you'll be able to see what that looks like. It's a merino, mint and silk blend, and it's just really delightful and lovely to spin. Very squishy as well, and this one needs reskinning because it's a mess, absolute mess. So there's that. Whips, I don't have many right now. I'm still spinning. I haven't done any of this recently, but I'm still spinning some Yak Silk Blend from Charmaine Yarn Tings on my Magikrafт drop spindle, which I bought earlier this year. But I've mostly been focusing my time on socks and some spinning. So let's go for socks, and then you'll be able to see what this is. So this is my first sort of complex pattern. I've been keeping it in my Yarn Whisperer bag yield witchy shit right here. This ghost I did not crochet. This was from either Sassy Succulents or someone else that I met at a market. It's very, very cute. So this is this is the sock I'm making. I've done this over the course of a couple of weeks, and I took a time off because I was ill, and I've started on the heel now. I did a lot of the lacy bit to and from. Oh, I went to London. I forgot to tell you about the London Chrome. We'll do that at the end. So yeah, I did all of this lacy bit, barring a couple of rows, to and from London on Saturday last week as well. And we got so far. I did the toe, and then did the rest of it. This is in Skein Queen. Yeah, this is a Skein Queen Crush 4-ply. In squash. So it's a 100% superwash merino, 4-ply fingering, 100 grams to 400 meters. And this was one of my first purchases at Unravel 2021. I've also got one of the Yarn Whisperers Death Moth stitch markers here as well, which is quite fun. I love using those. So yeah, and I've also been spinning the red yarn that I mentioned in my last video. It's been going really, really well, and there's been a spanner in the works because Ben did not go away. His thing was cancelled, so he got to stay home, spend time with me, and go to work like normal, and not have a pain in the ass trip. So we told him about it, and I've been spinning this. This is the first 100 grams, 2 bobbins, and these bobbins have been wood turned, and I repeat, wood turned by Drury's Wood Turn, who is a mate who I commissioned a couple of years last year to make some They are just divine. Actually, I think this one's just an OG one that came with Tallulah. This one's the wood turn bobbin. It's just absolutely lovely, and I'm really enjoying the spin. This is also by No Moss Allowed. I have spun almost half of the next braid, so I've got less than 25 grams to go on that half, and then 50 grams here, and then I've got a third one to do. And I'm planning on chain plying because we need a DK weight, and that's what I am going to be doing. This cod has got a really tickle on my throat. It's awkward. See footwork pattern by Simply Crochet and Kristen 10x pair. So that's the socks I'm crocheting right now. I apologise for all the jumping and everything. I had a plan to do this at lunchtime, and my brain's still a bit tired from earlier because I did not get much sleep. So socks, fancy footwork. I've been spinning, I've been making things, and lots of adventure this month, which is fun. Also last month, got my nails done as well again, which is good, and I saw my friends recently too, so let's talk about that. So last Saturday, so as you can see, I have been very busy in October, and a little bit in November as well. It's been a blast, it's been fun. Now I have actually been, if I just get this, been chain plying the No Moss Allowed yarn. I've done one skein already, and I am working on the next one. I have cocked up a little bit because I'm missing the end here, but I'll figure that out. So this is on its way. I hope to finish it this week so it can have a bath and I can give it to my mother-in-law to knit a scarf for my other half for Christmas. I have also gained some oracle cards and some goodies for Christmas, and I also won Best in Show for the Halloween costume as well, which is fantastic. Got some sweets and a trophy. I still need to unpack. I still also need to put my washing away, so I'm hoping to do that this weekend and play some D&D if that happens. You know, I've been all over the place, and I am looking forward to preparing for the next craft fair on the 7th of December. I haven't had an email about that. I don't know if it's still going on. I'll double check that. And I've got another nail appointment this weekend too. So Spideys. So I might go for something a bit different. I don't know yet. We shall see. I will put some footage around of my adventures, so like the trip to Windsor and the work event, Sea Life Museum, the gigs I went to, and maybe some photos of food and things that I've had as well. And I'll do my best to put all the links and things in. Oh, yeah, I also finished a sock. The sock I showed previously. I have finished that, and I've started on the next one too. So I've got lots to do. I will be very busy, and I hope to share more in the coming weeks. As I said before, it is a everywhere and everything kind of thing when I have time, when I have the spoons and the energy, or as the pigeon nest says, the spell slots. I am hoping to sit down over December to focus on me and what I want to do, as well as Christmas presents and learning new things and sitting down and actually sorting my own professional life out as well, and some other very exciting events to come. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It has been choppy and changey. It has been a bit of an odd one, I must say. However, thank you so much, and I will update you on Sheep and Barbara and everything else when I am able to do so. it's just getting through these busy months. Oh, yeah. And I reskeined the No Moss Allowed yarn too. It's pretty. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wherever you are. And I hope that you are well and safe and happy. If you're not, then please find some joy when you can. And happy Gunpowder and Plot Day. The fireworks have started, and obviously I know it's bad for the animals and the veterans and everything else. They are a little bit annoying, but the professional public displays are always amazing and safe and incredible. So enjoy your bonfires, enjoy this time of year, slow down. I'm really bad at saying goodbye today.